Hey everybody, before we get started, I just want to remind you this episode is brought to our patrons like Ahaga Comics, Qua, Jeremy Vasquez, Connolly Denton, Nestor Flores, Rogue Robin, Shawnee P, Sotosono424, and Video Gamer 75. If you like what we do and want to see us do more, consider supporting us on Patreon. You can get access to episodes early and lots of other goodies, and really help us out. Thanks for your support, everybody. Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. It is time once again to talk about Star Wars Legion by Fantasy Flight Games, and I hope I'm loud enough for you. I know, it's a little weird. It's a little weird lit. I'm on a new machine, so that's part of why I'm doing this, because I have to, figure out how to, again, do things and stuff. So if this video / the audio part is a little weird and different, for now I'm like, man, I don't seem as loud as I normally do, which could be a good thing or could be a bad thing. But now that I've lost you with the pre-warning that this is an experiment, just want to throw out there real quick, because spoilers are cool, and leaks are cool. Well, okay, maybe they're not always cool, but I think they're cool right now because they're actually giving us, a thing. Which is basically, as you can tell from the title of this video, the Republic ATRT is confirmed. It was already probably confirmed by the fact that all the other French leaks were true. It was darn French lately. All kinds of stuff they're slinging. But it was explicitly confirmed because FFG or Asmodee or whoever the actual distributor is called in Spain completely goofed, and when they did the announcement article for the ARC Troopers, and the BX droids, they completely goofed it up, and in addition to the ARC Troopers box, they showed the Republic ATRT box, which we've gotten some larger images of here, which are in the slide. So yeah, that's pretty cool. So this means that Stap Riders are almost assuredly confirmed too, and yeah. The Republic's going to get their own version of the ATRT. So, at least the box says it's the Republic ATRT. So, it sounds like we're doing basically a different unit, which would make sense to call it, Republic ATRT, as opposed to, similar to, Phase 1 and Phase 2 Z6 Troopers and stuff. They share units and whatnot. So, it makes sense to do that. Sorry, I'm bumping my microphone a little bit. Hopefully this sound level is okay. If it isn't, I'll have to adjust my microphone. Be sure to let me know in the comments how you think about the overall sound level of this episode. We're growing pains, but hopefully this means videos get done faster and audio editing is cleaner. Because this new machine, my new Big Bertha, has got a lot more RAM and stuff. So hopefully we're new more RAM, new processors, all that shiny stuff. Hopefully that means videos get rendered and exported faster and audio gets edited quicker, which would be great. That'd be great if that worked out. Anyway, so Republic ATRT. A lot of people are curious about stuff, and some people are concerned that, this will be a soft patch for the Rebel ATRT, and that'll be bad. I don't think so. So, first of all, the units are going to be different. Absolutely they will be. Let me tell you the number one reason. Because Weapon A is Weapon A, and there's no way a clone's going to use an A300 blaster. He's going to be using... Depending on what they decide to do, it'll either be the DC-17 hand blaster or it'll be the DC-15A carbine. Maybe. I don't know. They could get fucking crazy and give him the DC-15, but I think that's too much. So the sidearm will be completely different on the ATRT, which means that the underall unit will have a different cost because it'll have different dice and different ranges and stuff. We don't know about the hard points. I don't know if I've said this on a screen before. I might have when we were talking about the potential French leak. But supposedly, canonically, there's a frickin' mortar on the ATRT, which would be a real boon to give the Republic even more suppressive and maybe some of those longer range fires. So that could be cool. There's also not normally other stuff, so I don't know. Maybe there'll be the same hardpoint options, but with different costs, because the underlying unit will be different. I've been wondering if the base unit will be, some people are like, oh man, 6 wounds with armor and red defense, or red saves with no surge, because that's what it would be, are too much. I don't know about that. I feel like anti-armor tech is really easy, so the ability to block would be great, I don't know. And red saves are kind of a Republic thing. I guess technically the ARF Troopers, which the Phase 2 ARF Trooper, or RT Recon Driver, what do you want to call him, is shown on the box, and hopefully there'll be head swaps. Supposedly those guys have lighter armor, but they don't really look like it, but it could be white with surge. Kind of a scout trooper situation, though they very explicitly did not go that route with ARC Troopers. ARC Troopers are even heavier and bulkier than regular clone troopers, which is interesting. So we could see that go either way. And then overall, there's a lot of question. Like some people are like, "Oh, will it get this? Will it get that?" If it's gonna get anything, I think it'll get the ability to get surge tokens, maybe as it moves, or it'll get tactical because that seems to be the scout the clone trooper thing. They could have scout, for instance, because they're being piloted by Spec Force recon guys. That kind of thing. Otherwise, I think the underlying keywords probably won't change too much. Like there will be some amount of extra synergy with the clones, I'm sure. Like there will possibly be some way to share tokens on some kind of upgrade or something, and there may or may not be some kind of like surge or aim or something generation, because that's really what we're trying to see the clone identity. Clones are not quite infiltrate-y, though they do have some infiltrators, but they love scout and they love to get in positions and push up and gain lots of tokens, which they can then share in close quarters. They're very much about brotherhood, fraternity. You fight tightly knit in units. You can share tokens. You help each other out. You can do a lot of shenanigans with stuff like standby sharing, etc. And you kind of use that kind of layered offensive to insulate your losses and sort of, stand firm. So let's see. Yeah, okay, those are all the same ones I was thinking. It's armor, climbing vehicle, expert climber. Those will all probably be in. They have a hard point in the comms upgrade normally. Ooh, will they get surge to crit? I don't know about that. The default, I forgot about that for a sec. I thought they had offensive surge. Oh, actually, fuck me. They don't have any defensive surge. That's why people are so sketchy about ATRTs. Hopefully they flip that. Because clones, shenanigans. Heck, Padme can give it. Exemplar, as far as we know, isn't limited to troopers. It can also be vehicles. So, with Padme coming and Exemplar, I'd want to be careful about passing these guys tokens with crit to surge. So I could see it going the other way. They have defensive surges, but not offensive ones. Or maybe just surge to hit, who knows. They also, like I said, I doubt they'll have white dice, though, is the thing. Cause, what's the DC? Oh boy. So, hold on, let me get in there. I gotta look on the wiki. This is a very speculative video, so there will probably be a couple of moments where I'm like, hold on, how does that work again? How does that work out? Okay, the wiki doesn't have any images for ARC Troopers yet, so I'll pop open my own images of yonder Arkman. Johnny Arkman. So, well, they might have one black die. Okay, so the DC-17 Hand Blaster is the default version, not Rex's special version, as seen on ARC Troopers, is black-white range 1 to 2, which I would think would be a very fair offensive kit for a clone ATRT. But ARC Troopers are also shown with like full-size DC-15s, and even I think there's an image floating around of one of them with it looks like an RPS style rocket launcher on their back. I'm very curious if we might get a gunner or arsenal type upgrade where, like, because these are a standard issue tech, you can't swap the laser cannon. So the laser cannon is like on the front, and baked into the cost. But if you want to pay a little bit extra, you can give the pilot riding on the back an extra weapon, which he can combo for other stuff. I don't know if that'll work out or not, but I'm very curious to see what they do. Overall, like I said, I'm pretty sure armor, expert, climber, and climbing vehicle will stay. The offense will be completely different because we don't know exactly how, but it will be. It'll be, like I said, hand blasters or carbine, depending on what they want to go for. And I could see the pistol. They could do the pistol trick like they did with the speeder bikes. All very interesting. And the art of the box only shows the laser cannon. So we'll have to just see what they do where and kind of work that out, If they do have different hardpoint weapons, they're not going to be cross-transferable because the unit will be named something different. It may be possible they will make it so they work, but usually we don't do that. Ordnance upgrades are kind of an exception, and a batch of those are coming out at the same time. And I bet whenever the Empire and Rebels get access to those upgrades, they'll get all the same default ones. High energy shell, bunker buster, armor piercing. They'll get all those, in a blob, too. Or they'll be in another card pack later, because card packs are cool. So I don't think we can expect that they will be cross-compatible. It's not going to be like, ooh, to get your ATRT up to the latest cheese, you gotta do this. And heck, we've already seen that with some stuff, where it makes sense to directly port them, they will. They'll just copy. It'll be Republic ATRT laser cannon, and it'll do the exact same dice. It'll be Republic ATRT flamethrower, it'll do the exact same dice. The only difference will be in the core unit. I gotta be honest, I can't, even with armor, I can't imagine clones as a white no surge unit. That just doesn't sound right, even if those things are squishy. They still have full body armor, you know? Yeah, that's just a me. It's one of those things, I've been wrong before. I've been wrong about ram and scatter. I was like, those keywords won't be what people are saying. Oh, they are just that. Okay. Will this be helpful to the Republic? I don't know. I do know that barks are not super appreciated right now. They're a little costly. They might get some of their numbers massaged in the next great points adjusting, you know? But generally people see them as a little too expensive for what they get. I can see the ATRTs, which are very popular, or were popular at points with Rebel players. Like, I think they've completely fallen on the wayside to Tauntauns. Luckily, we don't have to worry about that crossover with the Republic, but getting another kind of mobile cav type unit in there probably isn't wrong. And depending on what actually their extra features work out and what kind of hard points they have or other weapon options they have, they could be very useful to robust out of the way. Being a ground vehicle, they offer cover, for instance, which could be helpful to, like, actually use ATRTs as a recon element and screen in front of your troopers, you know? Screen and keep pushing forward to kind of ablate the enemy and move on. Move back to early Wave 1 tactics. But ATRTs have gone in and out of fashion. I do think vehicles are going to be a little bit riskier once those droid popper grenades come out, because that'll give every trooper a cheap access to Ion 1. So you want to be careful about just using, you know, the chicken barbecue trick and just slamming ATRTs with flamers into everybody and then letting them kick them to death with their 3 red claws. So that is a thing to consider, but otherwise, yeah, we're in an interesting place. We'll have to see what kind of upgrades they do. All right, well, I think that's everything really to talk about. I wasn't even sure I was going to do a video, but then I'm like, I need to test the setup and, you know, get everything set right again anyway. So might as well, you know? Might as well work that out and kind of figure stuff out. So, thanks for tuning in. And if you have any thoughts or any desires, what you want out of the like ATRT, go ahead and let me know. I expect, since it's called Stap Riders, the separatist version of this will be 2-man Stap teams, and it'll be speeder bikes-ish. Though again, it'll kind of be a flip. Those guys, if they get access to their sidearm, which I think they should, might have to review some Stap scenes from Clone Wars. But they'll get the E5, or maybe they'll get a Commando E5. Heck, maybe they do a multi-sculpt. Maybe you can stick Commando droids on the back, or B1s. Who knows? We'll see what they do. But there's a couple of different tricks they can do to massage that out. But it sounds like it's going to be a 2-man unit, and they'll probably have a range 3 but shitty attack, unlike Scout Troopers who do okay but are really up close. And we'll have to kind of see how that shakes out. I do know that in general people are kind of middling on Droidicas. They're good, but they're not good enough that you don't think, oh, I'll drop them for, I'll drop a set of Droidicas for another commander, or, God forbid, BX Commando droids, or a tank or something. So we'll see how Stap Riders, which will probably be speeder and that kind of stuff, they'll be highly mobile units, will actually work out in this. Watch, they're going to give the Staps, like, they'll be like white die with no surge defenses, no armor, but they'll get like agile or something. Anyway, we'll see. So, if you like this video, be sure to give it a like. If you have any comments on Republic ATRT, go ahead and leave them in the comment section down below. If you're new here and haven't already, please subscribe to our channel to always get our latest videos. We will continue to bring you Legion news as it comes up, and lots of other stuff. And even if you're already subscribed, considering that bell for notifications so you always know when we post a new video or when we stream. Keep an eye out for Legion videos, or for our Star Wars actual plays. We're several episodes into a Clone Wars campaign. The team hasn't fought any Staps yet, but we'll get there. And, yeah, okay, I think that's everything. Other than just to remind you that, like it says at the front of the show, you can support us on Patreon. You can get access to episodes early and lots of other goodies, and it really helps us out. Okay, I'll see you whenever the next Legion video is, kids. And, Mace Windu had some kind of quote for ATRTs. What was it again? Never mind.